Hello. Yes, I want to say a very big welcome to every one of us to this evening session. So, even this evening session, we are going to be discussing something very crucially important, right? So, we are going to be talking about the ultimate sales transformation, right? We are going to be talking about the ultimate sales transformation. So, I want to welcome everyone who has joined us via LinkedIn, via Zoom, via the Zoom channels. You are welcome. You are welcome, and I hope that this session won't be a waste of your time. Rather, it's going to contribute enormously to your success as a person, right? It's going to contribute massively to your growth and to your company's growth and expansion. So, having said that, I think we should be running because of time, because we have a lot to cover. So, the topic for today is the ultimate sales transformation: how to use the 360-degree selling system to skyrocket your income and achieve unstoppable success, right? So, and in this live session, I'll be showing you how to leverage the power of the 360-degree selling system to completely transform your sales and achieve unprecedented levels of success. So now because we need to run very fast, right? So when we talk about 360-degree selling system, what do we mean? Many of us may have asked this question over and over again. So, coach, we've been talking about 360-degree selling system. What do you actually mean by 360-degree selling system? Okay, so 360-degree selling system, just in its simplest definition, means a system that combines both online and offline systems, a system that combines both online and offline processes to achieve a single aim, that is the sales outcome, which is what? To be able to make sales, right? So this system encompasses all the online and offline strategies that helps you to make sales, right? So it encompasses all the online and offline sales strategies targeted towards making sales. Now, now, how do we understand the 360-degree selling system? How do we know if 360-degree selling system is as effective as it sounds, right? So now, our understanding and knowledge and the knowledge of the effectiveness of the 360-degree selling system is seen in the results that it has achieved over time. Over time, the 360-degree selling system has transformed the sales of a company from 200 million within 14 months to over a billion naira. Now, the 360-degree selling system has also seen a company bootstrap, right, start from scratch to doing over 200 million in under 12 months. So what it means is that with these examples, you should know that that tends to tell you how effective the 360-degree selling system is. And that's not all. The efficiency is also displayed in its ability to sell both high-end and low end products, right? High ticket products and low end products, right? So, and these are the things that are critical in understanding and in us following through on what the 360-degree selling system really and effectively means. So, having said that, having said that, I'll now be getting into full details what the 360-degree selling system entails and what it involves. After I explain what it involves, then next week, and we have another live session on Saturday, right? Saturday live session by 10 a.m. So after that, next week Wednesday, I'm going to be going into details on how each company, on how your company can go about setting up a 360-degree selling system for their businesses, right? So now, let me proceed. What are the things that the 360-degree selling system involves? The 360-degree selling system involves the 8 critical stages of converting an unknown suspect or prospect, right, to a raving fan of your brand. Now, the big picture is this: someone who doesn't know about your brand comes in contact with your brand for the first time. That is the point of awareness. And they move from awareness to the point of engagement, right? Engaging with your content, to the point of subscription, giving you, exchanging their information for an information, maybe exchanging their personal details, their name, their phone number, their emails, in exchange for and for an information which can come in form of ebook content, which can come in form of video content that you've already prepared. But then, whether it's coming in form of ebook, whether it's coming in form of video, whether it's coming in form of webinar, it must be something valuable, right? Because for them to exchange and give you the right for you to start following up on them, that thing must be very, very valuable to them. So when they now give you access to this, you now start following up. Now, but that's not a catch. That particular thing is what we call the lead magnets, right? So this is what you use in attracting them to your funnel, to yourself, right? I'll still explain what I mean by a funnel and what a funnel really means in the digital marketing world, right? So, and you attract them using these lead magnets, you attract them to yourself, and from attracting them to your business, from attracting them to your brand, you now move on to offering them something that also denotes higher commitment. Now, it's in two ways, right? So in the first place, it might be an ebook, it might be them subscribing for a webinar. Now, you might now need to ask for something that shows that, okay, so this person has really shown or is showing a higher level of commitment aside from the previous commitment of that he has shown by getting the ebook or the free content. This higher commitment can come in form of, it can still be something that is free. It can come in form of, okay, now schedule a consultation call with us, right? So, and they have a series of questions to answer before they schedule that consultation call. It can be that, okay, so now give me a chat on WhatsApp, a level of higher a level of higher commitment. It can also be where you give them what we call a tripwire product, where you are offering them a product that is almost inexpensive, right? Almost inexpensive. Is yes, they are going to pay, but then it's almost like inexpensive compared to the value of what you are asking them to do. So it might be something that, if you are talking about Naira, it might be something that is about 5,000 or less than 10,000. This is something, depending on your target audience, this is something that they can easily, from 1,000 to 10,000, something they can easily put in their card details, send to you in exchange for that higher level of commitment, right? So once you're able to get that, under subscription, you now move them up to the part. Now on the part of subscription, this is where they now they now make a commitment to your brand. They now make a commitment, like I said earlier, by virtue of exchanging their personal details with you, name, email, phone number, or by virtue of buying something which that is almost inexpensive, a cheap wire product from you, right? So from there you move ahead to now to now exciting them. Now let me also say something at this point. All these things are cross-linked, they are interlinked together. Like I said, I'm going to be explaining it further from our next session. They are all interlinked. So now you now give them excitement. You excite them. See, the secret to actually selling high ticket products, even low end products, lies in what? Excitement. Lies in exciting your customers, lies in exciting your prospective customers, right? So if they entrust you with a small level of trust, you should be able to outbid that trust and show them that, okay, so that they can have a thinking, a kind of thought that, okay, so if they can do this, if I can get this value for paying almost nothing, right, that means I'm going to get so much value if I drop my money with them, right? So what it means is that they are not convinced that you know what you're talking about. They are not convinced that you can actually do what you are proposing to them that you can do, and that becomes a very good point and a very stable ground for your next movement. Now, once you're able to excite them, every other part of the journey becomes easier, right? Because the next part of the journey that becomes easier is the fact that you are now going to be able to either upsell, downsell, or cross-sell them, right? Basically, you can now sell higher products to them. You can also sell low-end products to them, right? For those ones that will say, okay, I don't want the high-end products now, I can't afford it for now, you can sell low-end products to them. And also you can sell similar products that need each other to be able to be fully utilized, to be able to be fully effective. That is the cross-selling, right? You can cross-sell them and you can make them to buy more, right? Increasing the volume of purchase, increasing the volume of sales from your company, from your brand, right? So once you're able to do this, once you're able to achieve this, now the next phase now comes. Once you're able to cross-sell, upsell, and downsell, right? What is going to now happen is that you would have been able to build a kind of following that you can ask for advocacy. You can now ask for them to give you feedback based on their interaction with you, right? Based on their interaction with your brand. They'll be able to give you good, authentic, and concrete feedbacks that you are going to use to even make more sales, right? So from that point of advocacy, where they give you Google review and all those kind of things, right? So from there, even email feedback, write you emails and all that. From there, they turn into raving fans, like fans, natural fans of your brand, right? They become fans of your brand. They become mouth promoters of your brand, even when you don't ask them to. They become promoters of your brand, right? That is what happens. That is what the online part of the 360-degree selling system covers. Now, coming to the offline part, how do you do that? How do you achieve that? And I must say that at this point in time, at this juncture, that all these stages that I talked about are all broken down into different campaigns, right? Into different campaigns. So let me move on quickly. They are broken down into different campaigns, and when you now when you come to the offline talks about, okay, so now that you've sold and you've been able to sell and convince this guy, right? So using the online system, the offline system has to do with closing, right? It has to do with closing. It has to do with one-on-one interactions. Now, how do you close? Your closing ability and your closing skills lies on your very good and your mastery of your course script. It lies on your mastery of your presentation skills, right? So the course scripts and your presentation skills are key, because in interacting and in closing, what the customer wants to see, and most importantly wants to see from you, is to see the conviction from you that this works, right? Confidence from you in selling that product. And that is why we say that in closing, there are 3 critical transfers that must happen for a sales closing to occur, for a sales to be closed. And that is, 1, the transfer of energy, right? The energy, you must be able to transfer the right energy. The second one is the transfer of clarity. You must be able to transfer clarity of understanding, clarity of what that product or what that service is going to do for the next person, right? And you must be able to transfer trust. Trust is critical in every business transaction. Without trust, a lot of business transactions are not going to pull through. So trust is critical. These 3 T's are things that you shouldn't play with at any point in time. Transfer of energy, transfer of clarity, and transfer of trust, right? I would like to know if actually this session we are following, and whether the session is meeting your value and is meeting your expectation and is not taking your time. So I would like to say that, okay, so these are critical parts of the 360-degree selling system, and this also involves advertisement. This also involves knowing how to make the right lead generation strategies. This also involves the right closing tactics. It involves everything that has to do with sales, right? So I would like to stop so that I can entertain questions and come back to continue the session. And remember, I said next week I'm going to be showing us practical examples of how this works, right? So it's time for questions. I would like to know the things that are confusing you, the things that you would like me to talk about the more, to expatiate the more, so that I can take it off from there. Thank you so much.